Hey ActiveXer, so in this episode I am answering the question, why is my lower back pain worse on holiday? How frustrating is that? Now, I can relate to this because it's certainly happened to me over the years, and we'll come to why it happened to me, but certainly that my reason may not be the same as you. So there are a bunch of possible reasons why your lower back pain may be worse on holiday. Number one, inactivity. Lots of people, you may be one of them, are less active during the holiday season. And as a consequence, or rather I should say, lower back pain, one of the single biggest risk factors for lower back pain is physical inactivity. So that's one obvious reason why your lower back could be worse during the holidays. If you are less active than normal, maybe you're not walking to and from work, maybe you're not doing cycling to and from work, whatever it may be, if you are less active, that is one reason that your lower back could be worse on holiday. Secondly, and the kind of polar opposite to that is unaccustomed activity. So on holiday, are you doing things that you wouldn't normally do? Now that could be being very physically active, running, cycling, jumping, lifting weights, whatever it may be. You may do those on holiday that you wouldn't normally do. Or it could be more sedentary activities. So it could be sitting for longer periods. So are you enjoying a longer dinner, sitting down? Are you then slumping on the sofa watching back-to-back Home Alone at Christmas type videos? So that unaccustomed activity could lead to more lower back pain. Thirdly, are you actually away somewhere? Now, I'm recording this during lockdown in Scotland, so coronavirus impact. So you're probably not away, but certainly if it's a holiday season and you are away somewhere and you're in a different bed, that can certainly be a factor. Now, whether you're away in a different bed or not, spending longer in bed could be a factor as well. So are you lying in for longer in the morning? Now you might think, oh, surely lying down is not straining my back and that must be good for my back, spending longer in bed. No, that is not the case. And for more on that, just look at the podcast and you can find out, why does my lower back hurt more when I lie down is one of the questions I've answered. So have a look for answers on that, but certainly if you're spending longer in bed, that's another possible reason for your lower back pain being worse on holiday. I think we're up to number 4. So fourthly, stress. You might think, but it's the holidays. Woohoo, I'm stress-free. Unfortunately, that is not always the case for anybody, particularly at the festive Christmas time of year. It can be a very stressful time, whether that's because you're with family or because you're missing family. You don't have family to be around, perhaps. So stress, and we go back to episodes 5 and 6 of the ActiveX Backs podcast, you'll see I talk about the equation for pain, or the pain equation. And that will help you to understand how stress has an impact on your pain levels. So stress in the holiday season is definitely a factor, and it always was for me. For several years, the only time of year I got any lower back pain was over the Christmas season, and I think it was stress related. That was in a previous life. I'm a happy chappy now. Stress can be a factor. Now, 5th, eating and drinking. Now, I don't mean that you're going to pile on the weight over Christmas and that's going to have an immediate dramatic physical impact loading on your lower back. What I mean is that eating and drinking can drive inflammation. And if there is an inflammatory component to your lower back pain, and for many of us there is an inflammatory component, you may have low-grade inflammation from an irritable, whatever it be, disc, ligament, muscle, tendon, whatever it may be. If there's inflammation in your lower back, certain foods and drink can lead to an increase in inflammation, and that could lead in turn to more back pain during the holidays. So watch what you're eating and drinking. And lastly, fewer distractions. Maybe you've got lots more time on your hands and that you're basically, well, not bored by any means, but when you're busy with life, working, kids to and from school, all of those kind of busyness, you just don't notice your pain as much. Whereas when all that busyness is lifted off you, your brain can focus more on the sore bits. So, and again, this is attention to body part is one of the variables in the pain equation. So it could simply be that during the holidays you have fewer distractions and that leads to more pain. So, quick recap. Why is my lower back pain worse on holiday? Could be inactivity. It could be unaccustomed activity. It could be that you're in a different bed or that you're spending longer in your bed. It could be stress. It could be what you're eating and drinking differently. And of course, it could be that you have fewer distractions. So, bit of a rattle through to answer that question. If you want more personalised assistance, go and do the free assessment at backpainandsciatica.com, and that will start you on your journey to a better and stronger back. Equally, if you're in the Edinburgh area and you want some personal attention, then go to active-x.co.uk. All right, happy holidays.